So today, we're gonna talk some Bughead. We're gonna talk a little bit of originals. Hell, we might even talk some Korra. Honestly, I don't know everything we're gonna talk about right now. Let's just see where the video takes us. What's going on, YouTube? So are you ever just in the mood to talk about a lot of different things at once, and you're not even always sure what those things are? You just know you're in the mood to talk about them. Most of you are probably never in that mood because it's kind of a unique Smurf thing, where I'm kind of like in the mood to talk about a lot of different things, but I'm not even entirely sure what those things are, because I'm weird and I have issues. Hey, I wasn't asked to be born this way, but I have to make do. Now, let's start with Bughead, because I came across a deleted Bughead scene the other day. Never before seen deleted scene. Now, I know all of my little buggy subscribers are over there flipping their fucking shit right now, because I'm quickly starting to learn what the biggest and most passionate fan base on Riverdale is. And that is these buggies, aka the Bughead shippers. They just love it whenever their ship has any kind of moments. And lately, they've been having a ton of them. But what about the moments that you didn't get to see? Because Bughead had a deleted scene in the previous episode that was not shown. And this was before they went to go see Polly. Which kind of makes sense because I remember seeing pictures of this scene, and yet I don't remember seeing any of this in the actual episode. So I mean, what the fuck? Now luckily the producers and the writers and the actresses of the show, they love us and they appreciate their fans. So they're showing us some of these deleted scenes that we haven't gotten to see. And one of those scenes is the Bughead scene, which if you guys want to see the entirety of this clip, I will put the link to this scene in the description box. But I mean, just to summarize it for you guys right here, basically Betty gets really emotional before going in to see Polly, and there is Bughead yet again with his emotional support to kind of calm Betty down and make sure that she's okay before going in to see Polly. That's basically what the scene is about, and it was a really nice scene. Now, was it a necessary scene to keep in the episode? Well, Bughead shippers will probably say hell yeah, but looking at this objectively, it's probably not a scene that they absolutely needed to keep in. But I mean, if you're a hardcore Bughead shipper, obviously you want every single scene possible from them to make it inside of the episode. You don't want any scenes cut. And I mean, as a shipper of a lot of ships myself, I get it. And I'm not going to criticize you for that. Like I said, I completely understand. But at the same time, I mean, you know, at least they didn't cut out this, you know, really huge scene that had no business being cut out. Like on another show of mine, for example, when they cut out the fucking proposal from Delana on the Vampire Diaries on the last episode. Now that was some inexcusable ass shit. But don't even get me started, because there's no telling when I'll stop. But I digress. It is a really nice little scene, and I encourage you all to check it out. Again, the link will be in the description box. And now let's talk a little bit about the originals, which came back on TV last night, which honestly, guys, I completely forgot about. But for those of you who don't know, yes, I am a fan of the originals. And quite honestly, I think the originals, at least storyline-wise, is a lot better than the Vampire Diaries. The only thing that the Vampire Diaries has on the originals, in my opinion, is that the Vampire Diaries has better ships. But storyline-wise, the originals is just so much better. And they didn't disappoint with episode 1 of season 4. As we got to see, Klaus is still locked up, Marcel is still running the place, but by the end of the episode, we get to see that Elijah is back, thanks from a little help from the fam, and now it's time to go on a little rescue mission to get Klaus back. And am I the only one that, like, the entire episode, the only thing that I could really think about is that I cannot wait for Klaus to escape and bring Marcellus's bitch ass to his fucking knees. And I like Marcel, but when you go against the boss known as Niklaus, well, at that point you're kind of forcing my hand. And no offense, Marcel, but I'm gonna choose the side of Klaus each and every single time. And we all know Klaus is going to get his revenge sooner or later. And I'm just over here impatiently counting down the days before I can see that happen. Because yes, Klaus obviously is my favorite character. Now, do I plan on making dedicated videos about the originals? Probably not, because this is just one of those shows that I kind of prefer to watch more than actually talk about all the time. Which I told you guys, sometimes I have my shows where I'm like that with, where I would rather just watch it and not really talk about it much or at all. And the originals is kind of like that show for me. The Vampire Diaries kind of was too, which is why I didn't talk about it very much. Unless, you know, something big was happening with Delana or something like that. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the first episode though. And what are you most excited about for this season? Now, as far as my subs that actually care about my opinion on Korra, the legend of Korra that is, here's a little update as far as that is concerned. I am now, I think, on like episode 10 of season 3. It took me kind of a long time to finish season 2 because, well, season 2 fucking sucked, and I had to literally force myself to finish it. But so far, season 3 has been a lot better, and it hasn't really been as much of a chore to watch the episodes. I mean, I'll probably be done with season 3 at some point today, because like I said, I'm pretty much flying past season 3. And I may make another dedicated video about this when I'm like caught up with the entire show completely, but if I had to rank the season so far, I would probably say, without actually putting a number on it, I would probably say, because I'll save the rankings for my final video if I do make it, I'll probably say that season 1 was decent. It was okay. Season 2 was absolutely trash, and season 3 so far is pretty good. Not amazing, but pretty good. Definitely the best season so far. But as far as this show being on the Avatar's level, I mean, no, not even close. Even if season 4 completely blew my rocks off, it still wouldn't be anywhere near the Avatar's level. Because I think every season of the Avatar Last Airbender was amazing. And Korra has yet to have even one amazing season to me. So for everyone saying in my last Korra video that my opinion is invalid because I haven't finished the show yet, well, enjoy using that excuse to disregard my opinion for as long as you can, because you're not going to have that excuse much longer. Because even if season 3 continues to be pretty good and season 4 is like amazing, that's still only half of the seasons of Korra that are really good. So yeah, even though I'm not completely done with the show yet, any real comparison of Korra and Avatar, I'm officially putting to rest right now. And as far as Andi Mack goes, I found the second episode on YouTube the other day. I haven't watched it yet or anything, but I do plan on watching it any day now. And I will probably make a review of the first and second episode. Because like I said, I am going to give this show a legit chance, and I'm not gonna stop watching it until I'm pretty positive that it's just not my kind of show. And I'm far from positive of feeling that way as of right now, so I'm going to continue to watch it. But I probably won't review the first episode until it premieres on April 7th. Although I could end up changing my mind, I'm not really sure yet, but I typically don't like reviewing shows until they officially come out on television, so that way pretty much everyone is caught up and knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, fingers crossed to Andi Mack being the hottest new show on Disney. But let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comment section below. But I'm done talking. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. But as always, until next time.